Okay, I'm not sure if this is doing this or not. I really want this mic on, but I'm not sure if that's on. Let me see. Is this on? Is this on? No. There's a different mic on. Let me check. Oh gosh. This is live. I'm sorry, folks. It's always a Okay, well, I know I can see that you guys that it's working. I think. Is this working? Let me check. Okay. That one's working. This one's working. Okay. I think we got it. Wow. I am so sorry. Okay. It's working now. I just should not touch anything. I don't know why that did that. Anyway, here we are once again. It's art o'clock. It's a little bit of a late night edition of Art O'Clock. So, I was quite busy today doing some stuff. Let me see what we've got. And my chat window still is not working correctly on my monitor. So, we will just have to watch from here. So, anyway, once again, it is the beginning of the year, and I do a lot of planning and organizing for the beginning of the year. And today has been a day for sure. So I got up this morning. I had to do some cleaning up around the house and such, but I went to the new No More Starving Artists Foundation's headquarters, which is now located at the Peach here in West Palm Beach, Florida. So why do I go there? Well, I am an active board member of the foundation, and today um, we just acquired the space, and we have been planning this for a little while. So we acquired the space, and we do have 3 artists in residence that will be coming into the space. along with our headquarters, and then we're Starving Artist Foundation. And we started the painting today. We kind of did a little bit of a soft opening on Saturday during the Peaches Art Walk, and yeah, it's a really cool place. It's gonna be great. The president of the foundation, Trina, myself, and another board member, Adam, we were all three there, and along with Trina's husband, Anthony. We did a bunch of painting. Adam did an amazing job filling in a gazillion holes in the walls at this facility, um, and getting on a ladder that was way too tall. It was like a mountain. So it is like a big giant warehouse garage. So he filled the holes and did that, sanded, and Trina and I started painting and ended up with myself and Anthony painting and Trina doing some of the small work around. So we all chipped in a lot today, and we got it almost completely painted and ready to go. I will be headed back there early in the morning tomorrow and finishing up the painting on one more wall. So we're very excited. And two of the three artists will be coming into the facility tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We're really been busy trying to make this work. Um, and it's happening. So that's where I've been all day. I got home around 7 o'clock and took a little break, had dinner, and now back in the studio. So work is never done, unfortunately. So what I'm doing right now is I am going to build. I am on the Millinote program. I've talked about this past week, and I'm working on the Let's Vibe event, which starts on the 14th of this month. So these are this is a tentative schedule of mine on what we're doing every month for 6 months. What does that look like? Oh, it's a lot of work. So I did have a board on here before for No More Starving Artist Foundation. I'm sorry, not No More Starving Artist Foundation, but Let's Vibe. And I was trying to find that on here in my collection of boards, and I think I removed it because I didn't have enough space. Um, so I'm gonna double check and see. Yeah, it's not there. So what I'll do is I will that contract of mine is through my Tiny Doors West Palm Beach business, and we're say I have to do the themes for the DDA 2026. So this is all built in. So when I build up my planner for events, that's kind of my subject today is planners for events, planning for events, and basically I organize it by the date first, figure out what we're going to have at each date as far as the plan for like a theme. It's kind of like a theme. And then I need to make sure I have enough supplies in and get those ordered so they're here in a timely manner. I am basically um, pretty close to time. The last bit of time for next week's event. I won't be able to get anything else ordered in. I will be going. I have a very busy day tomorrow. I will be going to use a laser cutter to cut some wood pieces for the event and gathering up that. So these events are once a month, second Wednesday of the month in downtown West Palm Beach. This is my 4th year, I believe, doing this event with the Downtown Development Authority. Thank you to them for having us out again this year. And planning for this, there's a lot of other factors that are involved. I've already sent them a scope of work, including a budget for this. I submitted that with the proposal. I did that already. Um, I have, what else have I done for this event? I have set up the website to have, our website has basically, let's see if I can pull it up, has a link on it that's also called Let's Vibe, downtown West Palm Beach. So this is the link. So this is ready to go, and registration for the first event is ready to go, and you just click here to register. Now, those are just parts of what's in my scope of work. And what the scope of work is that it's your plan. It's what you're going to be doing for the contract. It's basically your input of what you do for the contract. So I have that all laid out, and let me see if I can even find my scope of work. I don't know if I'll find it over here. But so yeah, so I've got the scope. I have to check and make sure that I have everything from the scope of work on the on my planner. So in this being my planner, I'm using Milanote. Talked about that earlier this year slash a couple days ago. But Milanote is basically how I organize everything that I do. Um, I do have a paper planner, and I write things in that as well and also a digital calendar that I keep things on it too. So let me see my scope of work. And my scope of work for them is to organize all the supplies and everything for the event. So what I will do is I'm going to make another to-do list. So I'm going to drag over a to-do list, and I'm going to put in these things. So let me double check. And I'm going to start putting in different things. Tiny Doors WPB, organize and supply the following. So basically, I go through my scope and put in what I had as my promise to them. Milanote's going to ask me if I want to title this, and I'm just going to call it Scope. And then just proceed down with everything that I have to do. So, organize and supply the following social media postings. I have to do that, and this is a separate one. Tiny Door website. Let me pull this one in. Theme Tiny Door Mobile Art Studio Workshops, all supplies. Service provided by Tiny Doors WPB. And the community members will be able to choose to make either a tiny door or a tiny art project. So I usually have 2 to 3 different art projects for people to do at this event. We're going to take this one out. So we'll leave that part in. So we know we're going to do that. That's automatic. I will have a 2-person staff um, at all events. So that's one of my items on the scope. facilitate the in-person date of event. We will be having, and we did this quite some time ago. I didn't get all the words there. Voting and Tiny Door Awards. We'll be doing that. We will be supplying small Tiny Door Award ribbons and tiny trophies. And this year, new, we will have a tiny photo booth. So I have to get all of these things together. Take a little sip here. So what all this entails is building a bunch of stuff. So I've already done the website. We've got that done. Social media posts, I have already built those. I use a program called Canva, and which is what basically I build my graphics on. And one day we'll talk about Canva on here as well. And let's see. I'm just going to hit that. And so I've built some of the social media posts we posted today in regards to the event. And then we're going to, I don't know how much more space I have available on my system. Oh my goodness, I only have 4 more cards to use. That's not a lot. If you guys want to use my referral code, which is linked to the description, was actually the link is there. You copy paste it in your browser, and you can help me get more of these cards so I have more organizing things. But maybe what I can do is utilize my space a little bit different and see what I can come up with here. So we're going to, which way would be the best way to do this? Huh. I didn't realize I only have 4 more cards to use in Milanote, so maybe I can get rid of one. I can probably, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take the content in one of my cards and I put it into Google folders so I can use that later. And I hate to move this around, but maybe I need to do that. Marketing only has 1 card. So this is how I also work on my marketing. So posted today about Let's Vibe. And I use different days to post different things when I get a chance to post. I know you guys probably can't see that. So, is there something I can get rid of just to have house plans, planner, 2 boards, 11 cards? You know what? We're going to take some of this out because I haven't really worked on this. So let's take this out. That'll give me some more cards. Okay. We'll change that up. Maybe I have to go to a paid version unless somebody wants to check out Milanote and use my referral code. That would be great. I'm a little stuffy at night. I get stuffy at night. Does anybody else get that? Yeah. Plus, I'm kind of cold. So, anyway. So what I will do is I'm going to, we've got 6 months of events. I am going to create 6 to-do lists. So that's one. That's gonna be January. Here's February. Here's March. And April. I know this is so boring. May and June. So once I get these to-do list, or basically the cards that I'm going to use as to the to-do list, I will take my subjects and hopefully place them in there. Hopefully I just didn't delete something that I shouldn't have. I probably did. I think I did. Consolidate all this together. Let's see. No! I guess I could back up on the live feed and see what that said. So crazy. I just deleted that. I wish it would have. I can't undo it. I can't undo it. This is what happens when you do live. Anyway, so January. It's January. It's gonna be January 14th. And then it'll ask me for a title. And I'm going to use the same thing as my title. February. I have different plans for different months. So of course, January is a new year, so we're just kicking it off. Valentine's Day is the theme for February 11th Let's Vibe event. I'm gonna just call this kickoff. The March event, of course, is St. Patrick's Day, and that event will be on March 11th. So I'm going to add that in as the title for March 11th, St. Patrick's Day. I will be doing the bookcases that month. So it'll be tiny doors and bookcases. I know that I'm going to put in here. Tiny doors are always available with the front porch. And then bookcases, we are going to have those available that day. Let's see. In April we have Earth Day and Arbor Day, so we will be doing, we're gonna have like a tree making workshop. So we're gonna do that. All right, tiny doors. Put this on each one. In Valentine's Day, we're going to be working with some air dry clay. That's something I haven't brought to events before, so we're going to try that out. Let's see. We will also have these are going to be the tiny walls. So the idea this year is to build. People could end up building like a little diorama by the end of the sixth event. So they'll have little things that they can choose, and every month we'll have a little bit different things that they can add to it. And it's gonna be really fun, really fun. So that's our plan. Let me see. April, May, we're going to have it's going to be of course, the tiny doors with the front porches, but we're going to have the flower and garden collection, flower and garden center. And that's going to be on May 13th. And then our last one, we are planning to do, it's going to be on June 10th. Oops, don't add that. And it will be tiny furniture making. So that is going to be something completely new to our list of tiny door projects. So it's going to be a new thing. I mean, we do have the bookcase that we featured out, but I do have some tiny furniture designs that are going to be coming out by that time. So you heard it here first. Tiny furniture is coming soon to tiny doors. Because what else do you have behind your tiny door in your tiny room is tiny furniture, right? So we will have tiny furniture coming out. See? If you tune into YouTube, you get to hear stuff a little bit sooner. So this is basically the themes and what we're going to be adding in. So in this case, I think we're going to do mosaics, also available for one of these months. We will do mosaics. Just wasn't sure what day we're going to do that. It might be, I think we might do it on the first day as well. So we'll do tiny mosaics as a kickoff. Why not, right? So we have the tiny mosaics. And the mosaics are basically, it would be good if I spelled it right. Did I spell it right? I don't know if I spelled it right. It's probably right. Probably wrong. Who knows? I'm really tired. So, yeah, it just looks funny. Okay. So we do a tiny mosaic, and that is actually something I plan to kick off here this year too. I do have it on one of my things. So there's one up here behind me, right up there. You probably can't see that from here, but it's up there. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired. All right, so everything that's over here on this card is up here. So I'm just going to delete this card because I'm done with this one. Okay, so we have each month planned out and themed. So we have that. And what I will do next after I plan out what's going to happen at the events or what we're going to bring to events. That's when I will go through and look at our supplies, which I've already looked at. I've actually been ordering supplies for the past 6 months for in preparation for this year. Um, just got more supplies in today. So some products I make for the Let's Vibe event, I'll actually cut the front porches. We make those in-house, and we will be making some of our own wooden pieces this year since we do have access to this laser cutter at the library. So we're excited about that. So anyway, this is the way it looks when I start planning events. And of course, this event is already on our website. And it's on here for the 14th. Now, one of the things also that is added to this event is they are going to have a mini market. And the mini market is basically like a vendor market. So we will actually bring our tiny pop up shop to the Let's Vibe event each month that they have the mini market. So they're not going to have them every single month, but most time it will be available. So not only do I have to plan for the actual tiny mobile art studio, but also have to make and plan out what we're going to take for the pop-up shop. So it's very busy, and I believe I have a new intern that's going to be coming to help out soon, hopefully. I talked to somebody and then I'm probably gonna have another intern coming to help us. All right. So this is basically our schedule. This week I am working at the headquarters for No More Starving Artists Foundation on things. I will be doing Tiny News Tuesday tomorrow at 2 p.m. on Instagram. And I will be making art live on here on YouTube at some point in the evening and on TikTok tomorrow. So it's a very, very busy Tuesday, and I hope you guys have enjoyed a little bit of what I do for event planning. So, like I said, I use a program called Millinote, and basically, this is how I organize. It's kind of like a vision board. It just helps me know what I need to do and everything. So I, of course, have a paper calendar that I work on. I have a digital calendar on Google Calendars that I work on, and I have a digital planner which is through Millinote. So um, just it makes my life a lot easier for sure. So we have it all set up. And since it is going to have a vendor market, I've actually already planned out that. Um, we have spring classes at Generations Christian Homeschool. I need to plan those out. I do not have all that planned out yet. I did write down the dates, but no clue where I wrote them all down. So hopefully all the classes will go and we will be doing those. And these are basic headers of the classes. So I know that looks like crazy. It's a big long list, but that's the way I usually do my art classes for the kiddos. And this is all dates from the fall semester. So I actually need to go in, and this is where a paper calendar comes into play. Let me grab it here. So my paper planner I just need to go actually and go get another one because I think that I have 2026 in there, but I'm not sure. I probably don't. No. 2026 is not in here. I have another big calendar on the wall over there. That way, my husband can see I put everything on there too. I spend a lot of time putting everything on planners. Anyway, this will have every date. This will just show you what it looks like. Every date has a project and the description of the class is in here. Anywhere where I need to add stuff to a class, I put it in here, and each class is on here as one column. So I teach 4 different classes at this school. So this is also just the way I plan for that as well. So planning for events, planning for classes, planning out everything that I do is all done on Melanote. So thank you, Melanote, for having a cool platform. I used to use some other platforms when they first started having these kind of vision board platforms. So for a while. But this is my most recent one that I've found that I like the most. So this is it. That's planning today. And there's probably other events I need to plan for, but my brain is really tired and it's 10:30, so I'm gonna call it the night. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you next time. That's tomorrow. At some point, it will be in the afternoon. So I just don't know when, because I have to work and paint at the facility tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys. See you right here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you wish, and ring the bell if you wish, and especially like this video. It helps us out a lot. Thanks so much. This is Nickie with Tiny Doors WPB, and our website is tinydoors.org. Find out everything we're doing.